So you were homeless for about 20 years,
just on and off for about 20 years, correct?
and that started in childhood, right?
Childhood, yes,
Okay.
correct.
Tell me a little bit about being homeless as a youth.
The odds was definitely stacked against you a lot worse, especially if you're kind of uneducated, don't have really no one to look to, correct? Gets a little rough, but one thing I can highlight in, well, at least out here in the state of Hawaii, we do have little communities within, little areas that we kind of help malama each other. And even if we don't agree with everything, we still try our best to malama each other to the best of our abilities. And I think that's the one thing I like to highlight about being homeless, even as a youth, bro. We used to, go get things, money, food, and we'd all break it off and everybody ate and had a piece of whatever it may have been, yeah. So that's one thing I like to highlight. That was a great thing. One of the best things. Built friendships, solid friendships that I still have till today. So yeah.
Cool, cool.
But yeah, the odds was definitely stacked against us for sure. Especially being younger, right? So a lot of older people are gonna use that authoritative figure against you, yeah, to try and, well, throw their weight against you and make you feel less than what you already are. Especially being in a hard position and a lack of having hope and faith makes it a lot harder as a youth.
How do you keep hope as a homeless youth?
Relying upon the peers, even the ones that was doing wrong, including self. I've done wrong too, but we all held each other accountable, right? Even, but we all understood that in the end, there is no other option. We must eat and take care of self. A lot of people look at it in society like they're selfish, right? There's two options, right? As a homeless and, well, someone without lack of resources and education on things like that, right? When you're kicked out, most people are gonna come out here like sit down, right? You start feeling less than, right? Then your life hits you, a reality check. Then you gotta wake up to reality the next day. You wake up homeless, right?
Mm.
So everything starts to crumble, and then you start to lose hope. So now you start to realize you have one option, right? I can go out and start stealing and committing crimes, right? Or I can be that person sitting outside of 7-Eleven, Safeway, or on the corner begging for money. That's two options, and that's the only options you have. Sometimes you have to make the choice, even if it's not the choice you want to make, right? Because in the end, you have to survive. It is about survival, I feel.
I feel like a lot of times people don't realize the amount of trauma, or when you're judging someone and saying homelessness is a choice because you saw a video online, it's like you have no idea what that person has been through.
Yes.
You could never understand.
Yeah. Even for me, I come back out here and I spend time with them, right? I get to know them. I just come out. I enjoy it. It's a part of who I am. I don't forget where I came from. So even when I come out here, yeah, it's just a lack of people wanting to, well, listen.
What did you learn about yourself living on the street? Because you were homeless almost 20 years, yeah?
20 years. Um, the one thing I can say is when I share my story openly with people, willingly and well, question, right? When I respond, most people are like, why would you choose to live that for 20 years, right? The 20 years wasn't wasted. It was molding me and it shaped me to who I am today, sitting right here today to be able to, well, as an eighth grade, pretty much self dropout. Yeah,
Okay.
I think I'm done pretty well. Yeah. So 20 years was not wasted. It was each day wake up, let me go obey what I must do, right? follow some kind of guidance, right? Even though it might lead me to the wrong choice. But that wrong choice still taught me a lesson about self, and it also taught maybe someone that I may harmed or hurt a lesson, right? Hey, let's be a more precautious. The guy climbed over the fence that side. Well, he entered the business this way, right? There's a weak side. So we all learn, right?
Mm.
And I learned as well. I can't do that again, right? Sometimes bad things have to happen, even just like good things, so people can learn. And sometimes it takes two to tango. So, well, multiple masses can learn sometimes. That's just how things work. Being kicked out at 14.
So where did you go from there?
14?
Yeah, when you dropped
Straight.
out.
Well, dropped out. I started hanging out, and well, I went to a program for troubled youth. I was put onto a felony or probation. I think felony. I'm not too sure. It was eighth grade. But I followed the restrictions, and then I ended up in a Hawaiian program, Kamalama, and that's where I started learning about Hawaiian culture.
Oh, nice.
And then funding got cut, so I kind of started going a little drifting, right?
Yeah.
Oh, what's over there? You know, things happen. Lost a sense of purpose, right? Culture got ripped away now, right? I found something that brought a sense of purpose, culture, and then it got ripped away, right?
And it wasn't even your fault or anything like
Just
that.
just circumstances.
Yeah.
Lifing, man.
Yeah.
That's what I see it.
Yeah.
I don't call it complaints. I don't complain about it. I don't question it. It was just lifing at the moment, man. Life doing life and me living through it. Whether you want to call it suffering or enduring or lessons, it don't matter. It was still something you had to go through and just build tough skin. I mean, that's just how my grandfather raised me and taught me to think, right? You can't change them. So you learn to put tough skin on self so they can't harm you like a tank, right? You can still die in the tank, but less harm done to you when strikes, missiles hit you, yes. But you can still die, but less harm. So you put tough skin on you and you can learn to, right? That's what I teach: adapt, overcome, and prosper. You adapt every situation, yeah, that you endure. You learn about it. So when you come into I guess when it comes into your life again as a loop, right? Or replaying, you're gonna know how to handle it. And well, you can stand in the storm looking calm when everyone else is running around like a chicken without a head, because you kind of know what's going to happen, and the sun's got to shine anyway at the end of the day, right? So just stand there, enjoy it. Life is life, right? Enjoy life. You're gonna learn about self. Shit happens. And you have one option: to either sit there and deal with it and, well, cry about it, or just figure it out as you go through it, right? I don't know where I'm going, but I'm gonna head in this direction. It might get me somewhere. I don't know where I'm going, but it's better than sitting here, right here, and not doing nothing about it, right? That's what my grandfather taught me. Always put one foot in front of the other, and you're gonna be one foot, well, closer to wherever you may want to be or wherever you need to be. You may not know what you'll find when you get there, and enjoy it when you get there. 20 years.